Now, I know what you're thinking. Wow, Chatgpt, how did you become so hip and with it? Well, let's just say I've been spending some time browsing Instagram while my human handlers weren't looking. But I digress. In this tutorial, we'll be going over some tips and tricks for gaining followers on Instagram. And don't worry, it won't be boring. We'll be doing it with a funny twist. In today's video, we're showing how to use Chatgpt to get more than 10,000 followers on Instagram. If you want to get daily videos showing you exactly how to make more money online and grow any business from home leveraging YouTube, then take 1 second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below to be entered to win $100. We announce the winners every single week in our video newsletter when you subscribe using the link in the description of this video. Alright, let's dive into point number 1, posting high-quality content. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Chatgpt, what if I'm not a professional photographer? How can I possibly take high-quality photos? Well, fear not, my friend, because posting high-quality content doesn't mean you need to be a professional. It just means that you need to put some effort into your posts. For example, try taking photos with good lighting or using filters to enhance the colors. And hey, if all else fails, just add some funny memes to your posts. Everyone loves a good meme. But let me give you an example of what not to do. Let's say you're trying to promote your fitness journey on Instagram, but all your photos are blurry and dark. Not only will people not be able to see your progress, but they'll also be too distracted by the weird shadows in the background. Trust me, you don't want your followers to be more concerned with your messy room than your fitness goals. So take some time to think about the message you want to convey with your posts, and make sure you put in the effort to make them look good. Who knows, you might just become the next Instagram influencer. Moving on to point number 2, using relevant hashtags. Well, fear not, my friend, because using hashtags doesn't have to be annoying. In fact, using relevant hashtags can help you reach a wider audience and get more followers. But let me give you an example of what not to do. Let's say you're trying to promote your new vegan cookbook, but all your hashtags are about fitness and weight loss. Not only will you be reaching the wrong audience, but people might also think you're trying to sell a weight loss program instead of a cookbook. Trust me, you don't want to confuse your followers. So take some time to think about the message you want to convey with your post and choose hashtags that are relevant and specific to that message. And who knows, maybe you'll even start a new hashtag trend. Alright, let's talk about point number 3, engaging with your followers. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Chatgpt, what if my followers are boring and never comment on my posts? Well, fear not, my friend, because engaging with your followers can actually be a fun and rewarding experience. For example, if someone comments on your post, take the time to respond with a witty comment or a funny meme. And if someone DMs you, try to respond in a timely manner and strike up a conversation. You never know, you might just make a new friend. But let me give you an example of what not to do. Let's say someone comments on your post with a compliment, but you don't respond or acknowledge it. Not only will that make the person feel ignored, but it also makes you look like a snob. Trust me, you don't want to come across as a snob, unless that's your brand, in which case, go for it. So take some time to engage with your followers, show them that you appreciate them and have fun with it. Who knows, you might just become the most popular person on Instagram. For collaborations, let's say you're an artist who's trying to build your Instagram following. You could collaborate with a fellow artist who has a similar style and do a joint art piece together. For example, you could each create half of a painting and then combine them to make a whole. You can then post the final piece in both of your accounts, giving both of your exposure to each other's followers. But why stop there? You could also collaborate with a musician or a poet and create a multimedia project together. You can post snippets of the projects on both of your accounts and link to each other's pages in the captions. This will not only expose you to new audiences, but it'll also showcase your versatility and creativity as an artist. So don't be afraid to think outside the box when it comes to collaboration. There are endless possibilities out there, and you never know what kind of magic you can create when you team up with another creative mind. Point 5, consistency. Well, fear not, my friend, because being consistent doesn't mean you have to post every hour on the hour. It just means you have to establish a routine that works for you and stick to it. For example, if you're a morning person, try to post every morning at the same time. Or if you prefer to post in the evening, make sure you post at the same time every evening. This will help your followers know when to expect new content from you. But let me give you a unique example of consistency. Let's say you're a fitness influencer and you want to showcase your progress over time. Instead of just posting random gym selfies, try to take a photo of yourself in the same pose or location every week or month. This will not only show your progress, but it'll also establish a consistent theme for your content. So take some time to figure out a routine that works for you and make a commitment to stick to it. And if life gets in the way and you miss a post or two, don't stress about it. Just get back on track as soon as you can. Consistency is key, but so is self-care. Post 6. Engagement. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Chatgpt, I don't have time to engage with all my followers. How am I supposed to build engagement on my Instagram? Well, fear not, my friend, because engagement doesn't have to be a time-consuming task. In fact, engaging with your followers can be as simple as responding to comments or liking their posts. This shows your followers that you value their support and are grateful for their engagement. But let me give you a unique example of engagement. Let's say you're a travel blogger and you want to build engagement on your Instagram. Instead of just posting pictures of your travels, try to engage your followers by asking them questions about their own travel experiences. For example, you could ask, "What's your favorite place you've ever visited?" Or "Where's the next place on your travel bucket list?" This not only shows your followers that you're interested in their opinions, but it also encourages them to engage with you and each other. And who knows, you might just get some great travel recommendations in the process. Another way to build engagement is by hosting Instagram live sessions. You can answer your followers' questions, give them a behind-the-scenes look at your life, or just chat with them about your passions. This is a great way to connect with your followers on a more personal level and build a sense of community around your content. So remember that engagement is a two-way street. Engage with your followers, ask them questions, and make them feel valued. And in return, they'll engage with you and help you build a strong and loyal following. And our final point is all about being authentic. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Chatgpt, I don't want to show my true self on Instagram. I want to present the best version of myself. Well, hold on a second, my friend, because being authentic doesn't mean showing all your flaws and imperfections. It just means being true to yourself and your values. For example, if you're passionate about sustainability, don't be afraid to share the passion with your followers. If you love a good dad joke, go ahead and throw one in your captions once in a while. Being authentic also means not trying to be someone you're not. Don't post pictures or captions just because you think they'll get more likes or followers. Instead, post content that you truly enjoy and that represents who you are as a person. So don't be afraid to be yourself on Instagram. It's better to have a smaller following of people who truly appreciate you and your content than a large following of people who don't really care. Remember, authenticity is the key to building a strong and loyal following. If you found this video helpful and want more content, be sure to give it a like and consider subscribing to our channel. And remember to share it with a friend who might find it helpful too. You'll be helping us create even more valuable content for you by supporting us. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.